This is an English lesson for the third grade of secondary school. Our today's topic is Inventions and Innovations. My name is Jelena and I will be your teacher today. Dear students, in today's lesson you will be reading texts about inventions, listening to a text about a young innovator, and writing your own piece of text about an invention using the vocabulary previously acquired. For today's lesson, you will need a device with internet access and your notebook and a pencil or pen. So let's get started. At the beginning of today's lesson, I would like you to think about 5 inventions that you think have significantly changed the world. Which inventions would make the top of your list? Would there be the computer, the bicycle, the mobile phone? Would you include the television, the airplane, the printing press or tiskarski stroj, the internet, the light bulb, the car, the sewage system, the refrigerator, or the penicillin? So stop for a moment and make a list of 5 inventions that, in your opinion, have changed the world. Let's take a look at the 2 terms which are very similar, and sometimes it is really difficult to distinguish between the 2. The Cambridge Dictionary defines an invention as something that has never been made or used before, whereas an innovation is an improvement or a significant contribution to an existing product, the creation of a commercially successful product which would satisfy a market need. Here are examples of inventions and innovations, from which we can draw a conclusion that Thomas Edison was an inventor and Steve Jobs was an innovator. Can you add at least one thing to both lists? Here is a quiz on widely known and used inventions. There are 10 questions in this quiz. Let's see how many of them you can answer. Which invention is Faust Vrančić best known for? The parachute. Which invention do sailors use to navigate? The compass. Which invention is Slavoljub Penkala credited with? The pen or the mechanical pencil. Which breakthrough invention is Johannes Gutenberg responsible for? The printing press or tiskarski stroj. What did the Wright brothers invent in 1903? The airplane. Alexander Fleming said, "I did not invent it. Nature did that. I only discovered it by accident." What is it? The penicillin. Which invention propelled the Industrial Revolution? The steam engine. When was the wheel invented? Around 4th century BC. Which invention is attributed to Alexander Graham Bell? The telephone. And the last question, which Croatian-born inventor is credited with inventing the TV remote control? Nikola Tesla. If you got all 10 correct answers out of 10, Congratulations, you did really well. Characteristics of inventions and innovations are novelty, usefulness, and helpfulness, and unless a creation is new, useful, and helpful, it cannot be labeled and registered as an invention. We are going to take a look at inventions which can make our lives easier. Here are their names: garage lights, anti-drip mug, coffee mug phone charger, foot handle, smart eyeglasses, and purifying straw. Do you have any idea what problems they solve and how they work? Think about these two questions for a moment and note down your guesses. Now watch a video about these inventions, check your guesses. You can type in the bit.ly link into your search engine or scan the QR code. Here is a vocabulary exercise in which you have to complete the gaps in the sentences and work out which invention is being described. The offered words are beverage, purify, handles, monitor, portable, and cluttered. Stay healthy and don't use your hands to open doors. Research shows that door handles have been found to carry more bacteria and germs than anything else in the public restroom. Which invention is it? Foot handle. This invention can monitor your concentration, tiredness, and sleepiness levels and display that information to you through your phone. Which invention is being described with this sentence? Smart eyeglasses. Third paragraph on the third invention. You can stick this invention in a river, lake, or pond, and it will instantly purify and filter the water as you suck it. The invention is a purifying straw. Let's take a look at the remaining three inventions that make our lives easier. This invention catches drips of your beverage so it doesn't smear, stain, or ruin the surface it's on. Which invention is described here? The anti-drip mug. If you can't find a parking spot in a cluttered parking garage, simply look for the green light. Which invention is it? Garage lights. And the last paragraph, the last sentence, this portable mobile phone charger powers your phone by taking the heat or the cold from your drink. It's a coffee mug phone charger. Copy these sentences in your notebooks and try to memorize the words. Apart from the fact that all inventions and innovations should be new, useful, and helpful, some of them can really be wacky or silly. Let's take a look at the 4 ones mentioned here. Anti-theft lunch bag, pen cap eating utensils, lover's mitten, and tomato feeding robot. Now I'd like you to think about the answers to the 2 questions again. What problems do you think they solve? and how do they work? Stop for a moment and note down your guesses. These 4 wacky inventions are going to be presented by the following paragraphs. Your task is to match the words in bold with the given synonyms. Let's read the paragraph together. Anti-theft lunch bags may seem ridiculous, but actually they are the best thing since sliced bread, as they keep your lunch away from hungry eyes. These bags disguise your sandwich with shaded green patches in the plastic that make it look like mold is growing on it. The 4 words in bold are theft, ridiculous, disguise, and mold. And the given synonyms are cover, stealing, mildew, and absurd. Can you do the matching? The synonym for theft would be stealing. Ridiculous, absurd. Disguise or cover, mold, mildew. Copy the matched words. The next paragraph. Imagine a pen whose cap transforms into eating utensils. The set comprises of knife, spoon, and fork pen toppers, which can easily be slipped over the pens. There's no need to be peckish at school or work anymore. Start shoveling that lunch with your writing instruments. The 4 words in bold, which are to be matched with their synonyms, are transforms, utensils, comprises, and peckish. The synonyms are hungry, converts, cutlery, and consists. Let's do the matching. Transforms or converts. Utensils, cutlery. Comprises, consists. And peckish means hungry. Copy the matched words in your notebooks. The next wacky invention. Mittens are great for keeping your fingers warm, but they can be quite inconvenient if you like holding hands with your partner. This efficient accessory enables you to keep your fingers locked and your hands toasty. So if you're feeling smitten, wear the couple's mitten. The 4 words in bold are mittens, inconvenient, enables, and smitten. The synonyms on the right-hand side are allows, unmanageable, in love, and gloves. Let's match the synonyms now. Mittens are gloves. Inconvenient, unmanageable. Enables, allows. Smitten, in love. Copy the words which we have just matched. We're off to our last wacky invention. Tomaton, or the tomato feeding backpack, is a wearable robot which places tomatoes directly into your mouth as you run. This wacky contraption was originally created for the 2015 Tokyo Marathon, as it is known that the tomato is rich in components that could be beneficial for endurance athletes. The words to be matched are contraption, components, beneficial, and endurance, and their synonyms are favorable, durability, device, and ingredients. Contraption is a device. Components, ingredients. Beneficial, favorable, and endurance, durability. Copy the matched words. Which of these wacky inventions do you find silliest? If you liked these wacky inventions and would like to learn something more about them, or learn about the other ones as well, you can do so by following the link or scanning the QR code. Now you're going to listen to a text about a teenage inventor. Before listening, look at the photograph provided here and try to answer the questions. What is his invention? What problem does it solve? And how does it work? After you have given it a thought, let's listen to the text, check your guesses, and write down the answers to the 3 questions. Before listening to the same recording once again, take a look at these 6 sentences which you will have to mark as either true or false. Read through the sentences. Now listen to the recording. Mark the sentences as either true or false. And we can check your answers now. Ryan was a toddler when he designed the sign language translator. False. He was 18 years old at the time. Ryan transformed a golf glove into a communication tool. True. Ryan is a renowned physicist. False. He's an engineer. Ryan's invention is the size of a TV. False. He made a smaller version of his invention, which was the size of a TV remote control. Ryan is a socially insensitive person. False, as he was genuinely interested in helping the deaf community. Ryan can fingerspell. True. Not only did he learn about the deaf community, but he learned the sign language as well. If you would like to see what Ryan's invention looks like, how it works, and see him talk about it, you can do so by scanning the QR code or following the bit.ly link. It's time to check the vocabulary now. The quiz consists of 10 questions and it is based on the vocabulary that we have learned in today's lesson. We have come to the last part of today's lesson, your project. There are 2 tasks presented here and you can choose the one you prefer. The first one is to think up an invention that might help someone with a disability, and the other one is to think up a wacky invention that might make our lives easier. In either case, you have to write a piece of text and present your invention. Don't forget to mention what the invention is, what problem it solves, and how it works. Your piece of writing should have between 150 and 200 words. And this is the end of today's lesson. Before you leave, note down 3 words you learned today, 2 activities you enjoyed, and 1 thing you found difficult. I hope you learned something new and enjoyed today's lesson. Until next time, goodbye.